welcome back to Realms and Roleplay Night City Stories for our final episode, the finale of this season. So, where we last left our band of bandits, they pretty aggressively stormed the penthouse and were taken by surprise when Jeffrey turned out to be a robotically
Jeffron 5000.
The Jeffron 5000. Yes, he's a robot killing machine. And not only that, but the walls are seemingly moving in towards you all. So we're doing something a little different for this fight. So I'm going to explain this up front. So Ruby, you noticed that the walls are covered in evil Charli, as they have come to be known. And each round, so once we go through everybody's turn, that'll be a round of combat. Each round, the walls will move a little closer. And after 6 rounds, you will be consumed by the evil Charli. Bad things are going to happen.
But by you mean all of us, not just me.
Yes, the all-encompassing you, the royal, you. Yeah.
Thank you. 6 rounds, okay.
So so that happens in 6 rounds. And what else? We also know last episode, Raven and Zigzag called out to Pip to rally the Caterpillar suit fans and to storm Omnitech. So that's in progress. We also learned from Callista that the Disruptor is finished and Helvenica is on the way with Nova reinforcements. So that is in progress as well. From what you can tell, it seems like Juno and Calypso are safe in the elevator, still unconscious. And we're going to need to roll initiative now. So everybody go ahead and roll initiative and let me know what you get.
Cool.
I got a 1.
So did I.
Tough break, buddy. All right.
Oh boy.
I got 15. This is not the world that I want to go first in, but...
Yeah.
So Sid, you said you got a 1 also?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then Ruby got a 15.
I also got a 15.
I looked at it for a while. I rolled and I just kind of stared at it. I was like, is that real?
Your sanity is on point.
Did you roll another one and then subtract?
I mean, is that what... Well, right. That's actually what we do, right? So.
Oh, do you do it even for this? Because I rolled.
So I have an 8.
Okay, so you have an 8. Ruby, if you crit, then yes, you roll and you add.
Well, sorry, I didn't know that we did that for initiative as well. So then, yes, I got 22. Why did I crit on initiative of all things? Why couldn't I crit in like a 5?
Sid got an 8.
Got a 10 and a 9. My initiative's 29.
Gizmo,
I'll
did
back
you
you
still get
up.
a 1?
That's really tough for you.
Did you get what did you get, Gizmo? Because you rolled a crit 1 and then you roll again and subtract whatever.
From your
Okay.
reflexes. So you roll it and subtract from reflexes.
I got another 1, so
That's rough.
my
man.
reflexes are 10.
Okay, so you got a
You're
7.
at 10.
Okay.
What do you mean? You're
That's
at
rough,
10.
man. Okay.
10 plus a 1 minus a 1, right?
What did Zigzag get?
So it's 10.
The 29. I rolled a 10.
29? Holy smokes.
And then I rolled a 9, and then my reflexes are also 10.
It's gonna be the only time you roll a 10 this episode.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it
Yeah,
is.
that was...
All right, let me rearrange some things.
Yeah, so I ended up at 22, Carmen, if...
Okay, excellent. Thank you. And this goes here, right? Yeah, that goes there.
Yeah.
This is the
I like it
exciting
there.
part of the show where Carmen does math.
We
Just
do math.
imagining there's like clip art of a grave and you're just like dragging pictures of us in there.
Exactly, yeah. You're already 1 foot in. Okay, so this needs to happen. When should this happen? This is going to happen here. And then so I'm setting up some triggers. Hold on.
All right. Well, we've all seen Star Wars. We know how it works with moving walls. So
Yep.
we've got tactics here.
It's called 3 p.m.
Rash compact.
All right, and then he's going to
And
go.
they escaped that by magic.
Thinking.
Well, spoilers.
Yeah.
But not a magic acid bullet.
I forgot. Did Charli print 2 other Charli? Did we have other good Charli?
That
with
did
us?
happen.
Yeah.
And there's one that's duplicating in the elevator.
As we speak. Oh, pardon.
Okay, hold on. So we
like,
have you have 2 Charli with you, and there's one Charli in the elevator
Charles.
that is duplicating itself. So when this is done, you'll have 4 Charli, correct?
Charli Prime and then three others. Sure,
Yes.
yeah. Charli and the gang.
Charli and the gang, yeah.
Optimus Prime.
Zigzag, that could be your opening act, Charli and the gang.
They just do real electronica. Just like beep.
It's all
beep,
chip
beep, beep,
tunes.
beep,
Yeah.
beep.
Don't. I'm not joking. That was part of my idea for the end. That was the reason I asked about that.
Oh my god, that's
Okay,
amazing.
don't keep that.
Why-
Save it.
DGE.
That's
Keep
awesome.
moving. Please move on.
Yes. So okay, I have everybody's initiative. So each round the walls are going to close in, but the wall of evil Charli, you see that some of them kind of link together and form tendrils. So there are like tendrils of Charli that are coming out of each wall as they
Sweet.
slowly close in. So there are 3 walls that are closing in on you, and the wall closest to you, like where the door to Fennec's office is going to lash out with one of its tendrils. It is going to attempt to hit. I guess probably Gizmo was the closest.
Sure, why not?
Are we gonna talk? Don't we talk before we have a little bit of foreplay?
I
before
broke
we fight?
his
you can-
wrist
you can.
right before.
Go for it. You're free to talk amongst yourselves. Go for it.
This fucking kid's a robot.
I'm sorry. Did you know he was a robot the whole time?
Okay.
Sid?
I mean, I don't think he was a robot before. I think he's been replaced.
Jeffrey, power down. Jeffrey, play
I don't think he's. Oh, that might work. Try that again.
You say play Despacito, and copyright error comes up on the screen on his face.
Damn it.
So go ahead and make an evasion roll, Gizmo.
All right. Jesus.
You need to
There's
be
copyright people, they're everywhere.
DMCA
17.
takedown.
Got a 10, baby.
Awesome.
That's what
hell
that
yeah.
makes up for before. All right. So wait, I have to. That's also. What is my evasion? Oh, it's Dex. So roll again. 25.
Awesome. So this tendril of evil Charli slashes at you, but you're able to easily dodge it. Zigzag.
I'm so used to Charli, so I just know how they move.
Exactly. It's your turn, Zigzag. So just to give you a layout of everything, you have 3 walls of evil Charli with Charli tendrils coming at you, and there is giant robot Jeffrey who is blocking your way into Fennec's office.
Did he grow? Is he big? He's giant now?
I mean, he was like a small dude, but now he's like probably like 6 foot, and he's a giant robot. I mean, he's not like a literal giant. He's just really tall and strong. Yeah.
Okay.
I just imagine he just like grew. He's just like his parts
Growth
opened up. And,
It was
like,
more like he
rippling
that
cords
word is
of.
copywritten. It's
Like
more like
Hulk.
he evolved.
He went through Roberty.
There was a
Yeah.
reconfiguration of his parts.
Copyright.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Okay, so not like go gadget, but more like
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like if he
Form.
was a
Transform,
vehicle,
more
he would reconfigure
transformation. Yes,
Yeah.
I got it.
his-
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Not
is
like
important.
1950s robot, but like
So Zigzag,
Yes.
What's the
Zigzag?
plan?
I am going to say out loud as a free action to my friends. I'm assuming our tech computer friends are going to take care of these moving walls.
Well, we're sure as hell gonna try.
Okay. I'm going to shoot him. But I'm going to use one of my magic bullets from my mom.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah.
Glad you saved them.
I don't know how much of like our conversation when I warned Carmen that I saved these was gonna make it into the show, but yes, my mom back in the early episodes gave me 3 magic bullets because she loves me. Not sure if she still does, but she did at the time. And I'm gonna
If you plant them, do they become a magic bullet tree? Up to the sky.
You can't Chekhov's gun me here. You've introduced these bullets, and I will shoot them.
That's true, yeah.
I'm gonna use my magical girl sequence to load.
Yeah, describe this magical sequence to us.
Is there original music from Zigzag?
Yeah, it's a caterpillar soup song that plays in the background while I transform. Obviously, written for the show.
Load it up, load it up.
Yeah, Charles
It's
has
really
like a
just
little
like,
boombox.
Yeah.
I'm just standing in the background, like playing the song, like on your phone.
Man, what a good anime this would make. We got all the bits down. Anyway, I'm gonna load in. I think I'm gonna do the corrosive bullet because I feel like that would do good on a robot.
We've all seen The Wizard of Oz.
Awesome, heck yeah. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Absolutely. I'm good at shooting, so hopefully this is not that bad. Okay. 19.
Yes. You
Okay.
certainly- Go ahead and roll damage.
Excellent! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's not gonna let me roll. Oh, no, it is. Okay. My dice roller online. 5, 6, 7. 35 damage.
Oh my god.
Is that good for you, Carmen?
Okay.
So basically, I do like a really cool move where I like flip open the case my mom gave me, like shove it into my pistol, and I take aim and I just shoot him like I assume like full on right in the chest, where I assume all of the vital robot parts are.
And I feel like I'm still,
flashes.
because all of this has happened so instantaneously from last episode, like I'm still holding his broken wrist in my other hand. Like I'm still kind of reacting to all of this.
Yeah. So Zigzag, you blasted. You say 38?
35.
35?
Let's be good here.
Shave
I
a
did
couple
roll
off.
a lot of good 6s, so.
Oh my gosh.
Only super dead.
This is different from the last time when all the last episode when all the Bonovas, I was only rolling like 1s and 2s for damage, and I'm like, okay.
Okay. So yeah, Gizmo, you're holding on to Jeffrey's, like, I almost said Joffrey. We've been watching Game of Thrones. You're holding on to Jeffrey's wrist, and Zigzag, you blast him right in the chest, and you see this like dark green acid starts to eat away at his robot exoskeleton, and it spreads all over his body. Zigzag, his arm breaks off, and so you're just holding the wrist. In,
Oh,
like,
so I'm just holding his
robotic
wrist.
arm. And his face starts to decay, and underneath it, you see that there is like, it's kind of like a reverse Terminator thing, where underneath the robot skeleton, there's like a human eye, and you just see like tears coming out of the human eye.
It was a robot. We're all clear that this was a robot.
He was a robot, but he was also a person at some point. And Fennec has
is all
experimented
very
on
confusing.
him pretty thoroughly.
I feel conflicted.
So you see that he starts to kind of break down, and it seems like that was the only human part of him. And Zigzag, you see something very familiar as he kind of falls to the ground, and his legs deteriorate from the acid as well. There's just a brain in the head of the robot.
Is this familiar? What had a brain in it?
The zombos, as we say.
Oh
have
yeah,
brains
you're
in
right.
them,
You're right. Yeah. That's
But he's not dead, but he's very close.
He's just brain.
So that's Zigzag's turn. Ruby, it's your turn.
Great, thanks. Am I able to see through the moving wall of Charli? Like, am I able to see what the structure of the room behind the Charli are, or is it just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Or is the room Charli? Is it a holographic room?
Yeah, so you, as they're kind of moving around and forming tentacles and crawling over each other, you can see through the gaps. And the room around them, the actual room, is really old. It looks like it hasn't been upkept. The wallpaper is tearing off. And you can see that the sort of like the structure of the building is exposed. So it looks like the Charli are really the only thing holding at least this room together.
Okay, and can I see, is there a door? Have we seen if there's a door anywhere, or is it all just walls?
Yeah, so
was there a door behind Jeffron?
So Jeffrey was in front of the door to the office, Fennec's office. So you can see that that's a possibility. The elevator is there. The two adjacent walls, you can see that there are framings for like door frames. It looks like at once upon a time there were offices there, but you can see that there are like no doors in those frames. There are no rooms on the other side of those walls. Okay,
so I can do a move and an action. Thank you. Can I grab Jeffron's head for my move?
Brain.
Is it acidy? Will I be acided? If I hold
feel
her
like
head?
most of the acid has deteriorated. I think you can grab him and be okay.
Yeah, so I would like to use my move to grab his head, and then as an action, I want to try and shoot the lock on the door.
Okay.
The behind.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so
like football his brain.
Well,
are you trying to decapitate him? Are you trying to take his head off of his robot body? Or are you just trying
I thought his head was off.
No, so like his
body.
So his arm fell off, and it's kind of like a deteriorated torso with one arm and a little bit of his waist is kind of all that's left of him.
Okay, yeah. Well, I kind of want to try and grab as much of him as I can. I want to use him later.
Okay, yeah. So you can. He doesn't look like he's really in much of a threat anymore. So you can take him.
I just want to grab him by the whatever head is.
Yeah, you kind of like grab him like a basketball, and you have him.
Yes,
and
this is grotesque.
You are able to shoot the door open to Fennec's office.
Yep. Great. And can we see what's behind the door?
Yeah. So when you shoot the door open, you pretty much just blast the door open, and you see Fennec is in there, and he's standing by the window, just drinking.
Okay.
Classic.
So that's my move, yeah? Is that my move?
Yeah, so I'll say this. Jeffrey is no longer a combatant. However,
he is a weapon.
Huh? Yeah, so the walls...
He can be used as a weapon.
The walls and the tendrils are still a threat. So we are still in initiative order.
I know.
So is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay,
I'm good for the moment.
So, it's not his turn. So, Raven, it's your turn.
You wanted me to avoid this fight entirely, right? That's what you wanted? You want me to just...
It's totally fine.
Great. This is what you had planned for us?
Totally Zigzag turn number 2. I'm going to take my other magic bullet.
Yeah. Kill Fennec.
Yeah.
What would you like, Raven?
The third one's for Jafari.
Yeah.
Solved it.
Okay. Well, okay, I'm gonna turn to Gizmo, and I'm gonna ask him to hand me one of the C9. And then I'm also gonna tell you, now would be a really great time to use one of them or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Cool. Except I'm thinking first that before we try and blow the place up, I want to try and maybe talk to these things first.
Okay. Well, I'm going to see if I can take off towards the glass room with Fennec in it.
Awesome. Yeah. So, Gizmo gives you a C9. So now, Raven, you have one. Gizmo, you have 5 now. And Raven, you go into Fennec's office, and as you get in there, you see that this is like probably the nicest place that you've ever been. In a strange way, it's actually even nicer than some of the mob places that you've been. Like, it's nicer than the Nova Mansion and nicer than the Benito family ranch. Sorry, Zigzag. But the Fennec has long money, right? So there's pretty much every extravagance that you could imagine in this room. Like
A ball pit.
there's a ball pit in there. He's one of those guys. There's like even a slide, like with a little ladder that you can slide into the ball pit.
Oh, let's go.
And
All men of power like to slide.
So the room with the Charli walls is like falling apart and wallpaper is peeling, but Fennec's office is so nice.
yeah, at first glance, yeah.
How dare you?
At first glance.
So you are in there. You see that Fennec is the only person you can see at the moment, and he doesn't really seem to acknowledge you.
I'm going to call out to him.
Okay. Yeah. So hold on a sec.
Fennec.
Are you
cool.
Fennec? Are you? Do we know
Yo.
each other?
Yeah. So Fennec kind of glances over his shoulder, and he's like, "Is this what you wanted? You wanted to see it all fall apart?"
Not necessarily.
I was so close. I was so close to saving this city.
What do you mean by that?
You wouldn't understand.
Okay, a little rude, but I guess I get it. How far away am I from Fennec? Just out of curiosity.
Probably like 10 feet away. Like it's not very far.
And how far away am I from the ball pit?
You're like right next to the ball pit.
Okay. Can I just like grab one of the balls and just like throw it at him? Because part of me doesn't think he's like real.
Yeah,
So I'm not trying to do damage here.
Yeah, sure. So
Just trying to insult.
you throw a ball at him, and it like knocks a drink out of his hand, and he's like, "What's the deal? What's wrong with you? Why are you so rude?"
Why are you so rude? You're trying to kill all my friends.
I'm not doing anything. You bust into my office and you've been storming my campus, so my security tried to stop you. And now you come in here, you spill my drink? Who are you people?
I would like it to be somebody else's turn now, please.
Sure. So, Raven, you're having this really awkward exchange with Fennec. Sid, you see Raven's busted into Fennec's office. Jeffrey is out of the picture, and the walls are still closing in. What would you like to do?
Oh, I want to go straight. Can I get all the way up to Fennec?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You're
I
the
just
one who
go
can jack in.
Hello.
Stop the walls.
Listen, I have a beef with Fennec. I
know.
don't care about the walls. I'm gonna go straight up to him. Be like, remember me? You thought I was dead, didn't you?
So Raven, Fennec asks who you are, and then Sid walks in and asks if he remembers her, and he's just like, "Yeah, I was kind of hoping that you were."
Yeah. Probably would have been better for you if I was. So, where's Jafari?
I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Do I look like I give him orders?
And I just grab him by the front of his shirt. Why should I not kill you right now?
One sec. Let me put Fennec in the initiative order.
He wasn't
I
before?
was like,
He wasn't, no.
I think it was gonna take a longer time to beat up Jeffrey.
Yeah,
I
he did
did.
expect his robot nephew to be like, wasting us all right now.
So one sec. Sorry.
Fennec took a bottle of Valium. I mean,
Yeah.
he's like, whatever.
I feel a little bit bad about ruining Carmen's fight, but also he did give me these magic bullets.
No, dude, like it's totally cool. You're not ruining anything. This is perfect. I'm so excited.
We're all like, we bypassed the tentacles.
Yeah.
I love how Giz is like left in the other room, just kind of watching everybody run past him.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
Okay. He did blow up your family home, Zigzag.
I want to kill him for sure.
No, I meant Carmen did. Carmen blew up your family home. You don't feel that bad.
Well, technically, if we want to be technical, I blew up her family home. But yes,
I'm sorry, you're
but
right. Your
theoretically,
beef is
it was
with
to
Ruby.
save.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm really
did
sorry, Gizmo, but they rolled better than you.
Yeah.
you
I
said
see.
this
I could rocket launch.
right, but like you destroyed a part of it, but as we flew away, it exploded. I don't think that was you. You didn't leave extra C9, did you?
Well, no, because I C9'd and then I rocket launched.
Yes, she did. She totally did.
You did
I mean-
blow up my house.
that's really good.
But
I goofed. Hold on.
out of love and respect
How
There we
dare
go.
you?
for your life and your
Okay.
family's
Sorry,
lives.
we're caught up now. So, Sid, you're like, why shouldn't I kill you right now?
Yeah.
And Fennec is holding up his hands, and he's like, because I have what you want.
What's that? I don't want anything.
Well, I'm sure you want to know what it is that I have, but I can't show you unless you let go of me.
Yeah, this is a load of crap. This is not a good enough reason.
Okay, well, I guess you don't want to see Orianna again.
This is a trick. So, but of course she hesitates, and she loses her turn.
Okay, awesome. So you and Fennec are kind of having this standoff, and the second wave of evil Charli are going to. So Raven and Sid are in the office. Ruby is headed towards the office. So Zigzag and Gizmo are in the hallway. So the second wave of evil Charli are going to.
I didn't have my turn yet.
Yeah, they rolled better than you.
Oh, because they rolled better than me. Got you.
Yeah.
Got
Sorry,
you.
dog. So the second wave of evil
Wait, one
Charli are
moment.
going to attack Zigzag. So
Oh no.
could you please roll
sorry, Zig.
evasion for me, my dear friend? Oh, you need to beat a 4.
Can I beat a 4?
I would sure hope so.
Okay. 17. Did that do okay?
Awesome. So yeah, so they're swiping at you, Zigzag, and you're easily able to just jump over the tendrils and dodge them. And now Gizmo, it is your turn.
Okay, sweet. I forgot. Is the computer was destroyed, right?
No, it's still there.
Okay. I am going to. I forgot. I have 3 Charli with me. I have Charlie Prime and 2 other ones that are on my side.
That's correct.
Okay. I'm going to look at the 3 of them and I'm gonna be like, all right, boys, we're gonna try something crazy, but I think it might work. And I'm gonna have one jump onto one wall. I'm gonna have another jump onto another wall, and I'm gonna lean down to Charlie and I'm gonna be like, all right, buddy, I'm gonna try and have us all hack into each other since you got the update. And I want to try and turn on these walls and bring them all on our side. It's risky,
Snap.
but let's try it.
Okay. Yeah, so Charlie Prime puts his little like robot arm on you in a symbol of trust, and go ahead and
I put my
give
hand
me-
on top of his.
So you have this moment together, and give me a tech check.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll see what happens depending on what you roll. This is
Okay.
legendary.
Oh my god.
I
I'm
cast
nervous.
the spell guidance on him. Does that work?
Yeah.
Does that help?
Ooh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
Can we
okay.
use luck points? Luck points?
Use your
Oh,
luck.
yes, use your luck.
If you need to use your luck.
No, do use your luck. Does it?
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Where his tech? Where is the thing? There it is. We got a 25. We're good. We're golden.
Oh my gosh. So, Charles Prime and all the other two Charli, they like dive into the sea of evil Charli. And you see that like there's like ripples in the walls of Charli, like waves, and they all start to flash red as they close in on you, and then they all kind of stop and become a solid wall, and then they all turn green, and you see that they all kind of start to climb off of one another, and they're all like talking to each other and just beeping. And some of them are like fist bumping with their little legs and stuff.
Unreal.
And now the room is just full of Charli hanging out. And you see Charles Prime like climbs onto the desk and beeps and makes a declaration to all the other Charli, and they all start beeping in unison.
Yes.
So yeah, it seems like you have
Oh my god.
This wave of evil Charli and turn them all to the side of good.
This is the best thing ever.
That was wild. Okay,
That's the best thing ever.
So
I'm so glad I had 3 of them.
So it would have been one of the waves of evil Charli's turn now. And so since you turned them all good, I'm gonna say on their turns you can give them commands. Just so this doesn't get too out of control. Let's say each wave of Charli is like 50
An action. Okay. Yeah.
And they can only either they try not to step into this. So each wave of Charli can only do one action. And because they just recently turned good, they don't have the same powers.
Right, they're not updated. Yeah. Crazy.
But yeah, so it's the one of the waves' turn now. What would you like them to do?
I want to send them into the other room.
Okay, awesome. So
as backup.
At this point, you haven't started to fight Fennec, so I'm going to say that we're not in initiative order right now. So all of the Charli start to flood into the room, and as they do, the rest of you see that this lobby area is really old and decrepit. It looks like Fennec was sort of putting on a front about at least this room. So the rest of you can act freely if you want to as well. So Sid, Fennec looks at you and he's like, look, I'm clearly outnumbered here. I'm not a threat. Just let me show you what you want to see.
Okay, if you pull anything, you're done.
You let him go, and he's kind of like, yeah, I know. And he walks over to one of his walls and places his hand on the scanner, and it opens up. And inside, you see somebody that you haven't seen in a long time, a face that you can barely remember, and a rush of memories starts to flood back into your head as you see your former partner, Orianna. But there's something different about her. And for some reason, she isn't responsive. And you see that she was in this closet. So Fennec opens that door and he's like, I saved her. I saved her for you.
You didn't know. Well, we all know that's a lie. So what is this? What is this? We know she's dead, so what is this?
Is she? And he presses a button on his watch, and you see Orianna wakes up, and she's wearing the same uniform that the security guards were wearing, that you interacted with in the research lab. You see that she looks at you, Sid, and there's a moment of confusion and then you can see sort of in her eyes that she recognizes you. And she says, I thought I'd never see you again.
Sid just doesn't say anything. She just walks away.
Can I? Oh,
Yeah, go for it.
can I just look and see if she has like the same zombie like side head things?
Yeah. So from where you're hanging out by the ball pit or whatever, there's so many little Charli over there, and they're like jumping in the balls and dancing in the ball pit and stuff.
Wow.
But you notice that she actually doesn't have the same metal attached to her head as the others, but there's like this small dim light that you notice on the side of her head, and there's like a green light that's emitting from underneath her skin. And Sid, as you're walking away, she doesn't come after you.
I need to go. I go up to the Gizmo. I need you to figure this out, and if she needs to be killed, I'm going to have you do it because I won't be able to.
Okay, I got you.
I'm gonna ask Fennec what the green light in her skin is.
You see Fennec, he smiles at you and he's like, it's progress. I was able to bring somebody back from the dead. This is our future. Not just for her, but for all of us. The Highriders are dangerous, but if they can't kill us, they don't have any power.
I shoot him in the leg.
Okay. So as he's like starting to go on this rant, you just shoot him in the leg, and he kind of falls to his knees, and Orianna goes to help him, and he's like, you don't understand, all right?
No,
You haven't seen what I've seen.
So I'm like, I imagine while this scene was going on, like I was still in like the first room, and like I ordered the Bonovas to like watch the perimeter of the room, and then like I walk in midway through his nonsense garbage and I just shoot him in the leg, and as he tries to defend himself, I just walk up to him and I'm like, no, you don't understand. You're the one making Night City worse for everyone. There is a better way forward, but it isn't this. And I gesture at Orianna, and I gesture sort of at like the weeping Jeff Ron on the ground that Ruby has like dragged in here, I think.
I was going to have a moment with it.
Yeah.
I would like to, at this point, lift him up and say, this is the future you're talking about.
Jeffrey was a volunteer, early prototypes. Look, progress.
I'm sorry. This kid's in high school. I don't think the age of consent for volunteering for putting your brain in a robot body happens until you're 18. So you can't say that he voluntarily turned himself into a robot.
Progress requires sacrifice.
Yeah, but you're not the one making the sacrifice, are you?
He will be.
Can I throw Jeffron at Fennec and scream, why were you trying to kill us?
Yeah, so Jeffrey lands near Fennec, and you see he's like, I wasn't trying to kill you. I mean, trying implies that I thought I would be unsuccessful, but I wanted to kill you, and I still would very much like it if you were dead, because you're problematic. You can see how this is not going to work, right? Like, you all
I haven't
loose
worked
ends.
for you for years. What loose ends? What have we ever done? We were
I'm gonna
living
go
our
ahead
lives.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot his watch because he's a threat. He just said he's gonna still try to kill us. I don't care.
Shoot his watch or take his watch?
No, I will be shooting it.
Awesome. So
I don't have
yeah.
enough thoughts for the control things. I just if I don't want it, it's gonna be gone.
So Ruby, as you're talking to Fennec, you see he starts to like motion towards his watch like he's gonna touch it, and from the ball pit, Raven just shoots his watch and blasts it off his wrist, and he's like, oh, okay, look, we don't have to be enemies. Clearly, I made a mistake. I tried to kill you. You didn't die. Let's see if we can work something out. All right, between all of us. You know, Orianna's alive. Sid, you're welcome.
It's not true. Screw you.
You see Orianna
And
looks
if you
at Sid,
explain,
and she's like, but he's telling the truth. I would have died if it wasn't for him.
Orianna would never have wanted this. There's no way there's any part of her left in there.
She walks over to get close to you, Sid, and like extends her hands, and she's like, but it is me. Won't you give me a chance to show you?
Sid I just turn and walk away again. I just can't.
Awesome. So I'm going to say this. If you would like to make a perception check, you can most certainly do so.
Okay. Perception is terrible. I look at Ruby. I'm like, Ruby, can you look at her? Can you tell if she? Yeah, I want Ruby to do my perception check.
sure. Is she allowed to do that?
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby!
Oh,
See? I knew you were going to do better than me.
30.
Oh, wow. You notice that the closet that Orianna came from has like a back door on it. And you see Fennec is on the ground holding his knee. His wrist is a little burnt. And he's like, I'm in a lot of pain. All right. I really need some pills and maybe a doctor. If you're not gonna kill me, obviously, because we're still talking.
Is he bleeding?
Yeah, no, he's bleeding.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of people being robots, so I just want to be sure.
Yeah, he's bleeding, and he's like, I need to take care of this wound, all right? Maybe we can talk more once I get patched up.
No.
Nobody said we're not going to kill you.
Wait, so all Ruby saw on her 30 was the door in the back of the closet?
Yeah.
She didn't see anything about Orianna? Wasn't she supposed,
Orianna?
she was supposed to be looking at Orianna?
Oh, well, I mean, Orianna is... There isn't really any much else to see about Orianna except for that thing on her neck. But I'll say this. So the back door that Orianna came from, the door in the wall that Orianna came from, you can see that back door is ajar. And you also notice that the light on Orianna's neck is... Actually, can you make a local expert check, Ruby?
$24.
Okay, awesome. So you remember from when you were here and when you were looking at the stuff in the research lab that the creatures that were in there had nodes on their necks, just like the people you encountered in the park. And Fennec says that this is the key to eternal life. And you notice that the closet that Orianna was in with the door ajar, you see that there is you see someone's hand in the closet. Not like detached, but just like someone is visible from the cracked door.
All right. I would like to tell everyone that. There's a hand in the closet.
I want to send one of the little Charli to see if you can check it out.
Yeah, so one of
they
the
can check it
Charli goes over to the closet and pushes the door open, and you can all see that there are at least 5 other Oriannas in the closet. And Fennec notices that the closet door's open, and he's like, well, hey, look, all right, immortality means that you gotta have a backup plan. Okay? It's not what you think. So this is Orianna, but it's not her original body. I uploaded her consciousness to our servers, and now she can have any body she wants.
I'm gonna check Fennec to see if he has the same thing on his neck.
Give me a perception check.
He's acting a little sus. Let's see. Okay.
Only a little bit.
Perception.
I mean, he's not a threat.
Okay.
You could just go look.
17.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so as he's talking, you notice that he has one, but it's blue. So Orianna's is green and his is blue.
I'm just gonna tell the group, hey, he has one on the back of his neck too. Looks a little different, but I assume it's the same.
Is there any reason why I shouldn't just blow him away right now? I pull my gun out.
Yeah, I was sort of hoping that he would just get us on the horn with old Jafari. We got some things to hash out. But frankly, I don't really need you, Fennec.
Okay, hold on. Hold. Let's not get hasty.
I'm gonna shoot the window, just break it open.
You blast the window, and he's like, oh, okay, everybody calm down. Look, I lied before.
Oh,
I did
wow.
not sorry.
I'm so surprised.
Yeah, look, I mean, you come in here holding me at gunpoint, it doesn't exactly pull the truth out of people, so maybe work on that.
I think it usually does.
I step on his bullet.
Okay, look, the truth is, I'm working with the Highriders. They helped me develop this tech, all right? But I ran into some problems during R&D, and that's where, the Reaper came from. But we're working out the kinks. This is the last form that I'm gonna get. So if I mess this up, I'm gonna be in big trouble.
Oh, you're already in big trouble. I'm gonna pick him up and drag him to the window and just hold him out.
Oh snap! So yeah, you're holding him out the window, and he's like, "Okay, all right. What do you want to know? I'll tell you anything."
What are they trying to do with this technology?
You see that he kind of pauses for a moment, and he's like, they want to be able to control everything, not just Night City, but the whole world. They can put their people in any government. They can have any face. They can be anybody.
How many of them are out there?
Too many to
How
count.
many?
And can you stop them?
We can stop them together, but you just got to pull me back inside.
I'm still holding him, but I'm gonna turn back to the group and see what the general consensus is.
Zigzag is genuinely laughing. Like Aaron was laughing, but Zigzag is genuinely laughing.
I just look at Sid and I'm like, what do you want me to do?
I want you to get one of your little Charles machines to see if you can attach to this Orianna and get her consciousness for me.
All right. I talked to one of my little friends, and I guess I have to roll for him.
Yeah, they're like beep 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 beep.
I'm guessing I'm using the cyber arm, so my muscles aren't getting tired.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're using the face melting arm.
Orianna looks at you, Sid, and she's like, What is this, Sid? What happened to you? All right, look, he's telling the truth. It's me.
I got a 19.
Awesome. So one of the Charli crawls up her back and plugs into her neck, and you see that her eyes kind of roll back as the Charles is plugged in, and then it flashes for a moment, and the dot on her neck the light goes out and she collapses. And the Charles kind of looks at you, Gizmo, and gives you an affirmative beep.
I look at Sid and I'm like, I think we got it.
Thank you.
You okay?
No.
All right, well, first we get out of here and then we'll figure out what to do with this.
Yeah.
Fennec looks at you, Raven. He's like, all right, see? She's got Orianna back. We're all good, right? There's no need for you to hang me out of the window anymore.
Yeah, I think we're close to being all good. Anyone else need any information from Fennec?
We good?
I need nothing more from him.
Yeah, Fennec,
Can I
just
ask-
have your phone real quick.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there any computers or terminals or phones or anything in this room?
Yeah, so you see that there's a PC at Fennec's desk, and the watch that you shot is inoperable, but it was a piece of tech. And Fennec may have something on his person.
I'm going to let go.
What? No, wait, I wanted his phone. Raven!
Awesome. So as Ruby is like going up to the PC, Raven, Fennec looks at you and he's like, you know, I can make you a really rich. you just drop him. And so Fennec falls for days as Raven, you like.
What floor were we on?
Cold-blooded, murderous Raven.
99.
Love it.
She's back. She's
We're
back.
on 99, right?
Ruby,
Yeah, okay. So I want to jack into this terminal, please.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. So let's do a net action, please.
Yeah, I
And
turned
then
to
what-
Zigzag and I was like, oh, I thought we were done. Sorry.
That's all right. I mean, as long as Sid can get into the terminal, I'm not sure we really needed the phone.
I just
And then
light a
what-
cigarette and I look at Charlie and I'm like, this kid is stone cold.
You see some
Yes,
of
Mom,
the
like,
Charli
Give me one of
are-
those.
Some of the Charli are kind of like crowding around you, Raven, and like kind of like nuzzling up against your leg.
Start petting them.
And can I use my radio implant to see or to hear if there's any chatter outside the building, if there's anything going on in the airwaves over our heads, Jafari-like airwaves,
So
please?
so you don't hear anything about Jafari specifically, but you do hear a lot of security chatter. People are saying stuff like, there was an explosion in the research lab. We got to get a team up there right away. And then somebody else comes on the radio and they're like, oh my God, Fennec just fell from the tower. We got to send somebody up to the penthouse. And people are freaking out over the radio. It seems like there's chaos in the Omnitech campus. And then you hear somebody come on the radio and they say, yeah, so there are a bunch of kids out here in Caterpillar soup shirts.
What?
We arrested some of them, but can we get somebody down here to deal with this?
Did they see a man falling to his death from the top floor of the building
Some might be scarred,
that
but
Zigzag may or may not have been involved in, that we need to do a major PR cleanup of?
They don't know. I was not live streaming this.
So
Okay.
Sid, you jack into the terminal. What did you get on your net action?
I got a 10 total, and I want to see if I can impersonate, like make it seem like I'm sending a message from Fennec. See if I can reach out to Jafari.
Awesome. So yeah, on a 10, you are able to access Fennec's account with administrator privileges. So in the system, you can see that there are several recent contacts that Fennec has of folks that he's been talking to. Oh jeez. What was old dude's name? You see that
Papa Gino's, it was Domino's.
Snuffleupagus Jones.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of the dude's name from the first episode, but I don't remember. So you see a bunch of contacts, recent contacts for Fennec, of people he's been talking to, and you see the Whisperer is on there, and you see that there is one that's just listed as boss.
Okay. So I say to everybody as I've been there, I say, I think that I know which one is Jafari. What should I say?
Can we get his number? Can you pass it to us so we can call him?
Well, I mean, I want to contact him acting like I'm Fennec.
Maybe we ask him to meet somewhere.
Fennec. Yeah, ask to meet.
Yeah, okay, so where should we ask him to meet?
What's a location where we have the upper hand?
Well, at the moment, kind of here, isn't it? Yeah. Because everyone's coming here to help us. We've got a ton of people in the building already.
Okay, so I want to send out a distress call to Jafari saying, from Fennec saying, I'm in trouble, I need your help, you've got to come.
Give me a persuasion check, Sid.
Simply does not sound like a good idea.
The funny thing is, I feel like he would have done this whether we dropped him or not.
Yeah.
Boss, somebody shot me in the leg. So
16.
Awesome. You sent off that message, and can you give me a tech check also?
Yes. $13.
Awesome. So you send off that message, and a reply comes back that says, "This was your last chance. You're on your own." And the PC fritzes out and explodes. Not in like a not. It's not a threat to you. It's just like the PC.
In a get smart way.
Okay, so I guess that jacked me out.
So did you get his number so I could call him?
I did not. Nope.
Super.
Didn't.
Great.
So you start to hear lots of gunfire from down below since the windows busted out, and Ruby on the radio chatter that you're picking up, you hear people screaming, "The Novas are here! There's a bunch of people storming the front lobby. What are we gonna do? Where's Magnum?" And it seems like the reinforcements have arrived. So what would you like to do? Fennec has been dealt with. It seems like you all have essentially taken over the Omnitech Kingdom, this campus. So what would you like to do?
Can I call Magnum?
Yeah, sure. So you call Magnum, and a voice on the other end says, "Who is this?"
Oh, hey Magnum, it's Zigzag. Remember when we met about 15 minutes ago? Before your whole building sort of went to shit?
The voice says, "Magnum's indisposed at the moment."
Oh, and who is this then? Who do I have the pleasure of speaking
with? Is this Zigzag?
Yeah, who are you?
Oh, it's Helvetica. Hey, what's up? Yeah, we've been taking out the security team, and I was just trying to sound cool because I thought that maybe you were like the big boss or something. But
oh no, we threw him out a window.
Oh no, cool.
So she killed Magnum?
Well, I mean, wasn't I supposed
they tagged
to?
out.
Like he was
That's
part of the...
Yeah, he was sort of cool, and I did really like him, but it's probably fine. I was gonna call him and be like, "Let the Novas in. You have no chance of beating them." But he figured that out on his own, sort of.
Okay. Well, hey, look, the cops are on their way. You got to get out of here. We're about to pull out. Do you need anything from us before we leave?
Can you
an exit strategy?
Drive
maybe.
an AV? Can you have someone just drive an AV up to the 99th floor? We have a door.
Yeah, we'll send it up. I'll see you back at base. And she hangs up. So before you all jump in this AV, the AV's heading up to you. Is there anything else last minute stuff you'd like to do?
Oh, can we put Ruby's pals in the AV as well?
Yeah.
Cool.
So you're able to go and get Calypso and Juno. Sid, what is it that you would like to do?
I want to deactivate all the Oriannas.
Okay, awesome. So you head into the closet, and you see that the Charli that has Orianna's consciousness on it kind of crawls on your back like a backpack. So you have him. And you see in this closet, there are a bunch of Oriannas. And you see that there's a stairwell in the back that leads down to a storage area that you can see from the top of the stairwell. And there are just countless numbers of people down here. And you are able to pretty easily deactivate all the Oriannas. So no one can use this form any longer. But there are hundreds of them in this basement.
I want to deactivate all of them.
Awesome.
Am I able?
Yeah, you can do that. So Sid starts to deactivate these robot forms that are in this basement. What is everybody else doing?
I'm gonna actually look up to Sid and be like, hey, would it be easier on you if we just, and I point to all of Gizmo's like C9s, use a couple of these? I just don't want them to come back.
I can't be here for that. So I can't watch it happen. But yes.
I give Gizmo a look.
All right, well, we can rig up one of the, Charli with one, and he can go down with the ship for us.
I'm all for this plan. I'd just like to maybe say it might be smart to live stream down to get all the Caterpillar Soup fans away from the building right now. We're gonna need our fan base later. If this building goes down, it's taking a lot of people with it.
We need everybody out of the building.
We can detonate it remotely, technically, if we keep it on the Charli and we just wait. So we can all board up, get everyone out. Technically, he's not alive. He's just a reprogrammed, he's an old model. Don't worry about it.
We could set a bunch of C4 too, couldn't we? And remote detonate them if we need to.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you need to get on the live stream and get those fans out of here.
You
probably send out an email.
Charles Prime beefs at you. And you've been so close together that you kind of understand the gist of what Charles Prime is saying. And Charles Prime is essentially saying, like, he could command the other Charli to evacuate the building.
So it looks like little buddy over here says he could take care of getting everybody out.
Okay.
I'd call Pip.
You call Pip, and he answers, and he's like, hello? Oh my gosh, there's blood all over my face. Some guy just fell out of the building. And it was crazy. We got arrested, and I got punched in the face a few times by the security guard, but then these gangsters showed up and shot everybody. This is crazy. Oh, Zigzag, are you okay?
Hi, buddy. Yes. And you did such a great job. And I can't wait to hear all about how your therapy's going to be going. But it's time now. You all did a great job. Can you rally the troops to get away from the building now?
You see that he's like, all right, Caterpillars, it's time to roll out. And he disconnects from you. So you can assume that Pip is getting everybody, at least in the Caterpillar band, away from the building.
Did I traumatize a teenager? Well, I guess we're in our place. Did I traumatize a young adult?
So all of the Charli start to go throughout the building like little robotic spiders, evacuating people. And there's one Charli that goes into the basement with the C9 that you can detonate remotely. The AV shows up. You have Juno and Calypso with you. They start to wake up, and you see Juno is like, oh, what happened? And Calypso is kind of really out of it, but loopy, but still awake. Is there anything that you'd like to do before you blow the place up? Last minute, last call.
Is there anything else we missed? Like, that would be useful? I'm not a criminal crime boss, but is there anything that, like, Zigzag thinks would be useful to her in her efforts to take down Jafari / Omni-Tech?
Zigzag, you know that Omnitech is pretty much done. Like their CEO is dead.
I
You're
did
about to
show
blow
them
up
doing
their
human
campus.
experimentation. Yeah.
So Fennec's second in command died in the park. So you feel like you've toppled one of your enemies. You have that live stream of everything in the basement, so you can essentially destroy their public reputation as well.
Okay, so there's nothing else here that I think would help me get to Jafari, probably.
And there was no other information we were waiting on from Callista about anything in the building itself, or like she was getting back to us with details. We got all of that, didn't we? Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Okay,
No,
I have something I want to do.
Awesome. Yeah. So what's up, Sid?
I want to go sit down next to the main Orianna and hold her hand for a minute, brush her hair back, and make sure her eyes are closed.
Awesome.
And just sit.
Okay.
And I want to kick Jeffron out the window.
Oh. I was gonna ask if he was still alive and we could fix him, but he's just a teen. But then I watched Ruby just sort of kick him out the window.
So Ruby, you kick him out of the window. As everybody is sort of
probably hits Pip on the way down.
making their final preparations. Sid, you have this moment to say goodbye, a moment that you didn't get the first time with Orianna. And then you all pile into the AVs.
No. Sid says, that's okay, I'm gonna stay. And I'm gonna go.
No.
I don't want your stuff that badly.
I told you couldn't have it anyway.
No, technically this would definitely make it easier for me to obtain. I just don't want it that badly. We have a lot of stuff we still have to figure out, and honestly, we need your help.
What? It's over for me.
No, it's not. You didn't... Come on, so much of this was wiped away and you had a whole other life. There's so much more living you still have to do anyway.
I had a crappy apartment and a dead cat.
Well, what am I?
A live cat?
So, I need a lot of help.
Give me one of those cigarettes.
Only if you come with me.
Fine.
Deal. We could share it on the way.
I don't get my own cigarette?
I'll give you your own. I'm just gonna make sure we're gonna have it on.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It sounds like you're good to go with that comment.
So,
I think
Gizmo,
she's back.
you help your friend overcome this extreme grief, and y'all walk off together to get in the AV. And as you fly away,
the Bonovas came too.
Yeah, everybody evacuated.
Everybody got out.
Yeah, and you see this tower of literal horror just completely collapse and implode in the background in your rear view.
As I hand Sid a cig.
As that's happening, can I turn out the back window and just go?
Yes, Ruby, you finally are free of the burden of Omnitech. And our band of bandits rides off towards the sunset. So we're gonna skip ahead a little bit and do a little bit of an epilogue and just see kind of where everybody is at. So first, let's go with Sid first. So Sid,
God.
You have found sort of a new family with Gizmo and as dysfunctional as it may be with your band of bandits as well, and you started to remember your past. Not all of it was pleasant. So what do we find Sid doing in the next few months after you've taken out Omnitech?
So after all this happened, I think that Sid winds up moving in with Gizmo and Priya, helps with the baby. She goes and finds Kodara and starts working at the hospital. And
awesome.
So she's like working to try to help people who have been broken like she was.
Awesome. Yeah, you and Gizmo and Priya are a happy little family union. unit, and one day when you're at work with Quadara, she kind of pulls you aside and she's like, "Hey, can we talk for a minute?"
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Am I in trouble? Did something happen? What did I do?
No.
Listen, I know I'm still forgetful, but it's okay.
It's totally fine. You've been so great. It's just, I don't want to be unprofessional, so I guess I just want to put it out there. Would you want to get drinks sometime?
Yeah, I'm like free now.
Awesome. Let's go.
Okay.
And the two of you hold hands and walk off to get drinks together. So, Ruby, you have had a journey. After you destroyed your rival, it was a one-sided rivalry, she hated you, and completely taken out Omnitech. What do we find Ruby doing in the next few months?
So I want to be organizing, I'm still like in charge of Zigzag's career, and we've just put on like a massive touring concert with utilizing the Charli as part of the show, where we have like moving walls around the stage of Charli using their light beams and everything, having the snake Charli out into the audience, and kind of like a backup dancer Charli's around Zigzag, and that's become her new kind of digital essence to her programming whenever she goes out and does stuff. I think the only other kind of thing that I don't think she's quite worked out yet is whatever happened with Calypso and Juno.
Yeah. So you see that Caterpillar Soup's sales are higher than they've ever been. People love the Charli. There's so many like little Charli plushies that people buy, and Juno did resign after being kidnapped and all the trauma that she went through. But
really,
after some time has passed, you do get an email from her, and she says, "Hey, I just wanted to say that our relationship wasn't always great, but I appreciate you giving me an opportunity, and I hope that someday we can work together again."
And I want to reply and say, if you ever want to come back and just hang out and not work, that's cool too. Or not, whatever.
She sends back, maybe I'll take you up on that, smiley face, heart. And you get that message from Juno, and one night after one of your shows, you get back to your room and Calypso is there, and they're just kind of sitting in the window, and they don't have any of their gear that they normally wear for fighting and stuff. But you see that they kind of look at you and they're like, "So you saved my life."
And I'll just say, what the hell happened to you?
A lot of stuff that you probably don't even want to know.
Are you back? Are you good? Are you right in the head?
I would like to be, but I would also like us to be back.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to take some time on that.
I understand.
So I think I need you to leave.
She climbs in from the window and closes it. She's like, "I don't have my gear really high up. I just wanted to be cool, but Yeah, I mean, maybe after some time we could talk.
I mean, we've done this, and it always ends badly. And I mean, the most recent time that was pretty bad. So I can't have that crazy in my life anymore.
She kind of pauses for a moment, and she walks over and kisses you on the cheek, and she's like, "Goodbye, Ruby."
Goodbye, Calypso.
And they head out. Raven, after murdering Fennec and your crazy adventure that you had,
After murdering a lot of people.
I mean, they were
A
bad
lot
people.
of
They were
people.
bad people.
Listen, it's not always murder. If it's self-defense, it's not murder.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but sometimes it
Additional
was
justice.
real aggressive.
Um,
Just you
For the
know.
greater good. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I needed a specific style of murder. My bad.
So, where do we find Raven a few months after the events at Omnitech?
I'm going to talk to Zigzag. Wherever I find her. Maybe we're on the boat. We're having another boat dock talk again.
Yeah. So y'all are having like the time of your life, living it up after that live stream went viral. And Zigzag, you are so freaking famous now. It's next level. And you, the two of you, have this moment together.
Hey.
Hey.
So I kind of wanted to talk to you about like crime family stuff.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So the Highriders are still at large, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm assuming somebody's got to take them down, right?
I thought you wanted out. The elevator made it seem like you wanted out.
Well, it's not. I just want everybody to be safe. You know, bad people gone, good people in. And I was just thinking, what if we keep the Bonovas together one last time to take down the Highriders, and then we just say goodbye to crime families altogether. Everyone could go their separate ways. We don't have to have crime families anymore. We don't have to have all these like little petty fights and wars and needless deaths. We do this and then we call it done.
And Zigzag just like looks at her hard for a minute, and then she's like, when you say everybody, you mean everybody in the world. You don't mean a specific set of everybody. You want to fix the world, and not just Night City. Everywhere, everyone.
It'd be really cool, wouldn't it?
I mean, you're aiming high.
I know. I mean, I guess we could start small with Night City.
I don't know that I can promise everything that you want to do, but I can let you in on what I've been working on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The Highriders have to go. And being Zigzag is a nice cover for being Roxy Benito or the Bonova head. So, if you want in, I would like your help. But I don't know that this ends the same way for both of us that you want it to.
I'd be open to that. So I could kind of be like, you're saying I'm kind of like the bug to your ma, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like it if you, I'd like it if you tried harder to sort of talk out any sort of future successes I have out of sort of murdering our enemies in a plan.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that didn't super end up good for Bug, and it's not gonna end up super good for Mom. But I would like your help if you want to give it.
Yeah. I'll be there for that.
Okay. So let me introduce you to what I've been sort of doing. If we want to segue into that.
Yeah, no. So Zigzag after so there's three things that I want to do. Well, a couple of things, but so before we jump to Zigzag, Ruby, you Calypso hold on. So Ruby Calypso kisses you on the cheek, and they look at you one last time and they say, goodbye, Ruby. And they start to walk away.
Okay, so then as they're walking away, I'm going to reach out and grab their hand and pull them around. And then, like, slap her really hard across the face. Don't you ever do that to me again. The bedroom.
Awesome. So, in a moment of fashion, we fade to black on Ruby and Calypso back together, back at it again. And Zigzag, after taking down the Omnitech, you have a meeting with the Benitos, and Helvetica is meeting with you one-on-one, and she is like, hey, so I think that the only reason we were able to take down Omnitech is because we worked together.
I agree. I mean, we did a lot of heavy lifting sort of inside the building, but I agree.
I was on a goose chase, chasing after the Whisperer, who wasn't there, by the way. So your intel was bogus.
So you're saying the Whisperer is still out there?
As far as I know. But that's a problem for another day. What we need to talk about is what happens now between us. And what I'm thinking is, this life, there's no retirement plan for people like us. And I missed most of Callista's childhood. This could be an out for me. But I want to know that I'm leaving the Novas in good hands.
If you leave them in my hands, I will take care of them. I mean, I will change the name, but I'm done squabbling over Night City. I'm done with our petty differences sort of causing misery for the rest of the city. And I want to protect it. And I want to protect everyone in it. And my plan is to unite the entire city under the Bonovas. New name. And I think you can trust me to do that.
She smiles and she's like, I trust you. I think the name needs some work, but I trust you.
Listen.
So
Listen, we can have a marketing meeting whenever you want, sort of next time. But as long as if I need some help, I can count on you and your daughter.
As long as it doesn't endanger Callista, you can count on us.
You should get her to be better at lying then. That's sort of the main thing endangering her currently.
That's why she just stays with the computers and nobody ever really sees her. It's a whole thing. She's a weird kid, but hey, what are you going to do? So you and Helvetica make this decision, and you are now essentially the acting leader of the Novas. But Ma sends you a text not too long after the fall of Omnitech, and she's like, we need to talk.
Yeah, I text back, I know.
And she says, meet me at the old opera house at 4:00.
Okay.
So you get to the opera house. And
bring some people.
Okay. Who would you like to bring?
Of this crew that is on this Zoom call, whoever is willing to come. I think actually this conversation has to happen before Raven and I talk, so I guess I wouldn't have brought. I guess it's just going to be some Bonovas then. I think it's going to be the crew that helped me take Omnitech.
You got your crew from Omnitech, and when you get there, you see that like almost all of the like generals, the decision makers, the longtime made men are all there. Everybody for the Benito family. Ma's been like rebuilding the family and trying to get back to where you were before. And when you get there, everybody's waiting outside, and they all just kind of look at you and they're like, she's in there waiting on you.
Am I supposed to get the door myself?
Oh, hey, sorry. How ungentlemanly.
And then I just like laugh and I open the door.
So you head inside, and your Benito's wait outside, and it's just you and Ma in here in this old opera house, and she is sort of sitting in one of the like box seats, and she motions you to come up and get up there, and she's like, you really did it. You took down Fennec, you took down Omnitech. You're big time now.
You know me with a goal. I make it happen.
So does that mean that you're done pretending to be a pop singer?
I'm done pretending to do everything. Listen, Ma, this is a conversation that has been waiting to happen for far too long. I didn't know who I was for so long. I didn't know what I wanted. I mean, you wanted me to be Roxy Benito. You wanted me to take over the family. And so, like, that's what I thought I wanted to do. And then you betrayed me, and you turned somebody that I cared about into somebody I didn't recognize, and you put him away. So I left. And then I tried to be Zigzag, because Ruby wanted me to be Zigzag, so that's what I wanted to be. We needed a pop star, we needed somebody to make cash, and that's what I did. I don't know that that's what I wanted either, but I figured it out. For now. What I want now, whoever I am, whatever my name may be, I want peace. I want Night City to be one place and at peace, and the only way I see forward is with me in charge. And so I'm going to draw on everything you taught me, and I'm going to draw on everything that Ruby taught me, and everything that Rian taught me. And I'm taking over. And you have a choice to make, Ma. You can take early retirement, and I would like this choice for you. I would like you to retire on a beach somewhere fully funded by both Caterpillar Soup and Benito money, and be available for me when I need help. Or I can wear your heart on a ring around my finger.
You see she pauses for a moment, and she's like, you know, your grandma, her and I had a similar conversation right here in this opera house. We used to come here when I was a kid. We would watch her favorite shows. And I told her the same thing. I said, I'm going to change the world. And she holds up her hand. And she disagreed. There's no retirement for people like us. So if you're going to do this, Roxy, you got to be all the way in.
I don't want to repeat your mistakes.
She takes her ridiculous Magnum out and sets it on the rail in front of you. She's like, it's not mistake, it's tradition. You know what you got to do. If you want to take over this crime family, then you know what you got to do.
So I I pick up her gun.
Magical girl sequence.
And I point it at her face. And then I fire directly next to her head. So I don't shoot her. And then I tuck it into, like, my jacket pocket, and I turn around, and I walk out, and I go, just tell me what beach you want to land on, and I'll make it happen.
And you lead them out there.
And she goes, what? Out, because she's now deaf.
Yeah, I mean, she will. She is going to have to augment her hearing like I do, yeah.
Again, could you say that again? Son, I can't hear
you. So, in the ultimate power move, Zigzag takes over the Veninos and doesn't kill Ma and breaks tradition. And when you walk out, everybody's like, all right, kid, so what do we do now?
I need everything we have on the Highriders.
And just like that, you start your campaign to try to find the Highriders, and you've united both of the crime families to the Bonovas. Was there something else that you wanted to do for Zigzag's epilogue?
I do want to talk to Rian, but I do recognize that I've monopolized a lot of the role-playing of this episode, so...
Okay, so I want to end the episode on Gizmo. So let's do the Rian scene.
Okay.
So Rian has been like tearing it up in the kitchen ever since y'all left to go on this adventure after Omnitech. And over the next few months, Rian goes to school, to culinary art school, and he opens up a restaurant, and it's called Zag's, and they have like all kinds of cuisine and seafood. Their specialty is shrimp, and he has been running this restaurant for a while now and gained a lot of respect around the city.
No, I love him.
Yeah, what do you want to do? He's just like at the restaurant doing his thing.
I guess I'm gonna show up at closing because I don't want to interrupt him at work. And I brought takeout. The last thing he's gonna want to do after a long day is cook for himself. So I brought food for him.
That's true. So yeah, you show up at closing. You have takeout, and you see Rian's like, "Oh, Zig, it's so good to see you." And he gives you a big hug and a kiss. How did everything go? How have you been?
Good. I see you've been hard at work.
Yeah. There's this big event that I've been planning, so we got to get the restaurant ready for
that. Do you have time for dinner and a talk?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, so we sit down. We've been still seeing each other this whole time, I assume.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So Rian, you know I love you, right? Have I said that? I've said that to you, right?
Only every day.
Good. Okay, good. I love you very much. I'm about to start something stupid and dangerous, sort of from both sides of my life. One, I am incredibly famous right now, which is good in the terms of I have a great alibi for any shit I start to do. But also, people watch me now. People notice. More than they did before. And also, you're looking at the new head of the Bonova family.
You see, he smiles and he's like, you're gonna do great, babe. I'm so happy for you.
I'm just worried that it's gonna be very dangerous for you. You already paid the price of knowing me when you lost your eye. When you went to prison for years. And you've got something here that you've built that I don't want you to lose because of me.
I mean, it's something that I love, that's true, but it's not more important than what we have together.
I just want you to know, because listen, I think everyone has free will, unless you're a robot person.
I
but
don't think so. I feel like you would know. So.
Hold on, I look at his neck real quick.
He's like, is there something there?
There's no dot, right? There's no flashing light? Oh, no. Thank God.
That'd suck.
I would have to kill him. Yeah, that would suck. So I'm not breaking up with you. I'm just letting you know that I don't want you to die, and I don't want you in the way of fire in front of me. And so this is if it's too much for you, if the side of who I am is too much for you, I don't want that for you.
So, are you saying the choice is mine?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, because let me tell you, this would have been real awkward if it wasn't. And then he stands up and pulls out this box, and he's like, Zig, we've been together a long time, and I know that you got a lot going on, but I was hoping you'd do me the honor.
You're gonna have to change your name, though. I worked very hard on my new branding.
Hey, Rian Benito sounds good to me,
Yes, fine, yes, of course. You're an idiot.
And he picks you up and gives you a big kiss. And you happily engaged couple spend this awesome night together.
I thought we were gonna break up.
It definitely was like, this is breakup takeout. But hey, it took a love prevailed.
I thought for sure he was gonna be like, it's too much for me. The idiot.
So Gizmo, you had a wild time with your friends, and you helped Sid overcome some of her most intense trauma. And now you have your new friend Charles in his little kingdom of Charli. So what has Gizmo been up to over the last few months, ever since Omnitech?
So Giz has now found that he quite enjoys being around people more than he realized, and he has decided to start a new business where he has a tech repair shop in the slums with Charli, where they help fix tech for people that can't afford it that much for super cheap, and kind of like look out for the little guy.
Awesome. Charli has there's a little hat on Charli. He's got little grease on him, and you are working together fixing stuff. And your business is so popular in the community. People love that you're helping out. Everybody's always bringing in old relics that they find. Like somebody brings in this weird looking device that has an apple with a bite bitten off of it on it, and they're like, "Hey, I found this at the dump. Can you help me fix it?"
Oh my god, this is super old tech, but I can give it a whirl for sure. I haven't seen one of these ever.
So you are helping people get back on their feet. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Well, I know that I'm an uncle, and technically I'm an uncle, and we're all living together with Sid and everything. So I think I'm good.
Yeah, your nephew Raylan is getting so big and learning how to talk and walk and stuff. And one day while you're closing up the shop, Priya comes to you and she's like, "Hey, could we talk?"
Yeah, of course. What's up?
Okay, cool. So I just I'm in some trouble.
What do you mean you're in some trouble?
Well, I mean, there is a situation that's less than ideal that I am a part of, therefore trouble. So I was hoping that you know people and you're capable, so maybe, I guess, and so maybe you could help me get out of this situation.
what's going on?
Okay, I don't know how to say this. Promise that you won't be mad, okay? You have to promise, Giz.
I mean, you've let me get away with some crazy shit. I promise.
This is on another level.
I'm nervous, but I'm your brother. I love you.
Okay, remember you said that. She puts a bag on the table and opens it up, and inside you see a green and red katana and the Whisperer's mask, and she's like, there's something I need to tell you. And that's where we're going to end season 1 of Night City Stories. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you enjoyed this and had so much fun on this wild ride.
Wow.
Maybe we'll find out what happens next time. Priya's the Whisperer. Oh my gosh, what the heck?
She was jumping out of windows 8 months pregnant.
Told you it made him strong.
It gives you superpowers. It makes you
We're
strong.
a wacky family, man.
Thank you so much for joining. Please check out the other seasons and games that we have on the channel. And
join us next week where we're going to play more, because obviously...
Maybe we'll play more. I don't know. Hey, we'll see what happens.
Oh my God.
Wow.
How can we not punch people over Zoom? That's not fair. I have nowhere to vent my anger.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.